Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is Captain Doc Skinner on board the Starship Pariah. And I'm feeling a little short real quick. Hold on me. Yes, whoop, air shocks. Oh, yes, let's start the show off right? Okay, so I hope you're all having a good day today. Sorry, didn't make it last night. Been working on this stupid tile thing. It's been my biggest nightmare. Biggest nightmare. But I got a good friend out who's helping right now as we're speaking. So I really do appreciate it. And hopefully it'll be done and then I'll be stress free. Once again, Mr. B from Australia is here. Hello, sir. Says we got three people on here. So we got some ghosts. We got some people peekabooing in tonight. As you know, tomorrow will be April 1st. And I don't do a show on Fridays right now. So I haven't had any time to plan any fun pranks. Anywho, so I don't know what's going to go on with tonight's show. I thought I had a guest lined up, but it didn't work out. So we'll try to reschedule that. And so now I'm on the spot, basically. Made a little request. You know what? I did not do. Hold on a minute. Let me. Well, do I really want to? Yeah, right now we're on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. We're not on Facebook Live anymore because I just got tired of getting flagged left and right. So I'm not doing the Book of Face at this time. Don't think I'll be going back unless there's a huge change in the system. But anywho, not really much that I can think of is going on, except in next week on the 5th of April, we're going to. Hey, Dave Dennis is here. Yeah. Well, actually, you know what? It was the night. Was it the night before? No, Dave was on last night, wasn't he? Yes, Dave was on. I haven't had any sleep all week, but I know that I think it was Tuesday that I took off so I could work on stuff. I think that's what it was. Yeah. So yeah, I had the show with Dave, which was just a lot of fun. We're gonna have him back, and we'll work on getting Mr. B maybe on here, another Australian. Get some multiple perspectives on things. And what else? Oh yeah, so April 5th, Above Top Secret is going to be released. So without any further ado, I'm just going to give you guys a little taste. Here's the trailer.
If the crash retrievals are true, then all bets are off.
It's very hard for people to get their minds around where the real power is. And it's not at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. The reality is something much more stark.
They've been working on this for 60, 70, perhaps 80 years.
The reason why the government is talking about these UFOs now, they're getting ready for the next level of war.
Are these objects a national security concern?
They're proffering a narrative of a national security threat that doesn't exist.
I call them alien reproduction vehicles. They're made by private corporations somewhere on this planet.
Technology from Roswell from 1947 has largely been held back from us.
Portal technology, teleportation, whatever you can imagine, it's already been done.
The biggest secrets are not the zero-point energy and electrogravitics. It's the science of consciousness. All their communication systems are moving through the consciousness field and actuated. The people at the CIA, SFM, weird science and frickin' magic. The transdimensional interstellar technology will benefit humanity.
There has been tremendous disinformation.
The media is keeping secrets with the government.
These are lethal, vicious people. And I'm focused on exposing the extraordinary technologies that they want to keep secret. No aspect of life on Earth will be unaffected by it.
Dude, do they not make the best trailers? Oh my gosh. Roll call. We got Mr. B. we've got Dave Dennis, and it's already April 1st over there, so I'm sure he'll probably be pulling a prank or two. Terry's here. Hello, Terry. She says, great show last night with Dave. It was, and we will have him back. Pow, 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 pow. That was from Stillman 37. Hope I said that right. I'm listening while having a shower. Just arrived home from night shift. Ooh, well, thank you for sharing. All right. Let's see. It was fun. I didn't see the Patreon part though. Oh, well, it's there. It's there if you want to go check it out. And if anybody else wants to join, just it should be there. Now you got me. Darn it, Terry. Let me look. Hold on. You got me worried now. Go to the Patreon page. Posts and published already. Okay, view. Just make sure you got me all concerned now. No, it's there. Yeah, just go to the Patreon, and it's the most recent post. So there you go. Let me go back over here. I'll check it out. Just been busy. Oh no, it's cool. I'm just letting you know it's still there. I was worried for a minute. I was like, that was a good interview. Nobody had interviewed tonight. It's it's the Friday night for the show. I'm going to be doing some rewiring of some things. I'm probably going to do a hard line to my router because I've been doing it wirelessly. And I think that's why I've been having the glitches with the cameras, because it's just too much video and trying to get over the little antenna is maybe too much. So I'm going to run a hard line. And then I'm going to work on an outro for the show. Got an intro. Just need an outro now. And start booking some more guests. But this whole thing with the floor, oh my God, this floor. There's nothing wrong with the floor. It's just the individual that put it in the first time. So it's being redone. And then we realized that one of the tile pieces was just a little shy short. So it kind of off tilted everything else. So we had to tear that up and do it again. It's been fun, but I appreciate my friend Trevor has been helping me out with it. Anywho, so I don't know. Let's see. Terry says, I fell asleep early last night. Sorry to worry you. Oh, well, I'm glad you're okay. What else? Oh, no, there's something else I was going to say. I got thrown off. But I got something big and planned. And it's gonna take some work. There's gonna be it's gonna take some work, but I'll pull it off. It'll be really, really cool, and you guys will be like the first to see it. And Patreon people will get to see it while it's in the process. So yeah, I just don't want to say anymore. I don't won't give it all away because it's unique. It's different. Other than that, I think someone I don't know if it was Terry. Someone suggested earlier today I should do call-ins. I can't do call-ins for a while. You got to get a whole nother phone and a private line and all that stuff. And yeah, it was good while it lasted when I had it, but then we had that issue. And no reason to subject you guys to that crap ever again. That was a horrible thing that happened. But people are schmucks. So anywho, not just maybe I don't know if this is gonna be a full hour before I can yap that much. Anybody, let's see, anything else going on? I feel like there was something I was going to tell you guys tonight, and I've completely gone blank, and it's ripping me up. It was me. We are the doc force. We're going to try to get patches and working on some designs and stuff. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I once I get all this construction stuff done and things can be put back where they belong, and then I'll be able to think a lot more calmly and freely. But yeah, I'm gonna get some people booked for next week and get some good content put together for you guys. Oh, I remember now. I've had so much happen. Um, I've been told of 3 deaths this week, and 2 of them are people I haven't met. It was John Lear and Calvin. Oh crap! I just forgot his name. The Pascagoula UFO encounters. It was the senior. And I was hoping to interview him and his son, but never got to do that. John Lear, whose father was the creator of the Learjet, he passed away, and very best friends with Jim Goodall. So if you're friends with Jim Goodall, give him your love. The other one was a man. His name was Terrence Martin. We call him Terry. And when him and another gentleman, Gene Myers, who was president vice president of a company, the first of its kind. It was called Space Island Group, and they were the first private space tourism industry company, or company in the industry, before Elon, before Amazon, Guy, and Virgin Galactic, before all that. They were the first. And I got in touch with them and became one of their first anchor investors, because I wanted to be the first DJ in space. They're gonna build the Wheel space station in orbit, just like in 2001: A Space Odyssey. As a matter of fact, Sir Arthur C. Clarke, who wrote that, was one of the advisors on the board for Space Island Group. And I kind of got in on a fluke. I heard about him back in 93, 94. My aunt was working for Hilton at the time, and we were having lunch at the hotel in Disney World, Lake Buena Vista. And she was telling me, she goes, "You'll never believe it, but we just signed a contract to be the first hotel in space." And I'm like, "Yeah, right." She goes, "No, really, like 2001: Space Odyssey." And I'm like, "Seriously?" And she goes, "Yeah." I said, "Well, are they gonna have a lounge?" She goes, "Well, yes, they're gonna have a lounge. It'll be spinning, so you have like 1/3 gravity." And I said, "Well, they're gonna need entertainment, right?" She goes, "Probably, yeah." I said, "Hey, friend, I want to be the first DJ in space," because I was DJing it in Orlando at Baja Beach Club at the time. I'm always trying to think, what has somebody not done yet? That's what I want to do. So she couldn't give me the info of who it was because of NDA and all that. But years later, in 1999, I was listening to Art Bell on Coast to Coast AM, the original founder, original host of Coast to Coast AM, just so we know that. And who is also, by the way, the inspiration of why I do this. Art Bell. If you ever wonder, why do you do what you do, Doc? Art Bell. He was the spear at the tip of he was the tip of the spear on this whole movement of ufology and truth movement. I mean, just he was the man. He was the man. Anyway, they had this gentleman on that he was interviewing named Gene Myers, and Gene Myers was the president of this company called Space Island Group. And I'm listening, and I'm like, "Oh my God, this is the dude. This is the guy I got to talk to." So I did some research on the website. Oh, shoot. Can't do that right now. Why are you still ringing? Sorry. Hold on. That should not have been on. My bad. Yeah, I can't even respond to that right now. Anyway, so my apologies. So I did some research on it, went to the website, looked at some stuff, and I called the toll-free number and got an operator lady, a receptionist lady, and she goes, I said, "Yes, my name is Doc Skinner with All for One Management," which was the name of my company back then. And I'd like to speak with Gene Myers, President of Space Island Group, please. I'm sorry, he's busy. May I take a message? Yes, just let him know that my company was thinking about, helping him put together a television studio in one of the tubes. I didn't know it was called at the time. It's called the tube. And she's like, "One moment, please." Jane Myers, President Space Island Group. And I just kind of finagled my way with a phone call for 2 hours. And at the end of the call, he offered me the opportunity to be the very first entertainment and zero gravity sports management director for the future space tourism industry. And I was like, "What?" He goes, "We're a bunch of rocket scientists and engineers, but we don't know anything about sports entertainment. So you want it?" And that's how I got in. And the vice president, it was Gene, and then the vice president, Terry. And those two guys, and probably, why is he telling this story? Because the stuff that I'm going to tell you, we were doing like 1998 to 2010. I mean, we were working on this stuff, and now it's being utilized by other people, we'll just say. And I don't want Space Island Group to be forgotten. And when I found out today that the vice president, who was Gene and Terry, were both like a father to me after my dad passed in '02. So I talk to them almost every day, or at least Terry almost every day, and then Gene once a week or twice a week. And I was in on a bunch of cool stuff. And then when my dad passed, I invested in the company, a big chunk, anchor investor. And unfortunately, it hasn't paid off, and it probably won't. And that's okay. Even though they tried so hard to make it happen, powers that be would not let him. They kept making fun of things and saying, "Oh, that's not going to last." And but we came up with some cool stuff, and I'm going to tell you about it because it's out there. The technology is now out there publicly; it's known. But Space Island Group, we were working with other organizations, engineering, people. And we found out that the Raytheon and NASA, they did a test where they were doing wireless electricity, where they could literally take electricity, convert it into a microwave signal, send it via satellite to another dish, or dish to dish, or however, and literally turn the lights on area B over here. Wireless electricity. So nobody was really following this, and Gene came up with a brilliant idea. Let's put these solar panels that we were going to use to charge everything. Let's put others, and we can take the excess energy and zap it down to Earth. And then we thought, well, why not have a bunch of them around the world? And just, it's a beautiful concept. Free energy to the world. And it's been turned down. But I will say this, you'll probably hear about it from the military. You're probably you'll hear about it. But I want the world to know Space Island Group was ahead of the game before Virgin, before Lockheed, or before Elon. Elon, call me. I'd love to chat with you. I really would. But anyway, even though things got rough, just the world and the economy over the 2 decades, Terry passed, and I found out it was in September, and that just breaks my heart that it took this many months before I discovered it. So anywho, I am probably here in the future going to do a documentary or a short film or something about SIG, Space Island Group, because they really were leading the way in the beginning before anybody, and then people with money kind of hit the nitrous and went past. past us. So, anywho, so yeah, I did want to mention that, and you can actually watch. If it might be hard, the videos were done before 1080, but they're on YouTube. If you type in Space Island Group, you'll have some of the promotional videos we did back in the 90s. Okay, but if you have really good quality screen and you see the scenes of what are called the external tanks, and that's what makes up these ring space stations, 12 to 15, 16 of these external tanks, the orange belly tanks, right? And you put them together with side rocket boosters as spokes and another tank in the middle, spinning them, giving a centrifugal force, yada, yada, yada. Well, anyway, on the launch pad, these things are 16 to 17 stories tall. On its side, it's like 3 stories wide. So they're huge. And you put so many in a ring, you can hold 300 people comfortably like a cruise ship. And I was going to be the first DJ in space. That's how I met George Clinton from the Parliament P-Funk, because I was trying to get him to be the first band to perform, and all that. And, because they got on the mothership. Anyway, I know I've never I don't think I've brought up Space Island Group on my show before, but just discovering, the passing of a dear friend, and everybody else getting up there in their age. I want to put it out there. I just wanted to let it be known that it wasn't Virgin Galactic that was the first one out there, or Elon. They all had more money and they're making it happen. God bless them. But I just want it known in the books, in the history books, who the first ones were. Anyway, not trying to be egotistical. People get lost in the dust of history all the time, and we were so advanced in what we were wanting to do. So, anywho, enough of that. I will miss him. He's my friend. Let's see. You're all talking to each other. Let's see. What is they said? Doc, watch the Aussie Cossack video I sent you when you get a chance. Provides insight. Solomon Islands dramas with China. 3,000 square feet. Okay. First off, I don't know how you sent that to me. I haven't seen it. I've been so busy. And on that note, let me just let everybody know, I have no problem with people that are sending me videos, but if you guys can send me a little more than just a link, because that's how I get in trouble and I get viruses. I just clicking on them because, I'm just somebody I know. But put a little description of what it is, because I just haven't been opening them. So if you're just sending a link with no description or, hey Doc, how's it going? Then yeah, I'm going over them. I'm just passing over them because I don't want to chance it. So yeah, Dave, I haven't been on Messenger all day. I will check it out after the show. Okay. Because we were talking about that last night. China moving in. That's just scary as shit. All right. So we got that. Good. What do you guys think? I mean, are we sharing, or are we caring? Are we hitting the like button and that subscription? I know a lot. I mean, you guys are like my core team, but we got to do some outreach. We got to get some people. We got to get some. Yeah, we got to get the numbers up, because people are starting to make fun of me. People I respect, they're just like, dude, your numbers suck. And I keep saying it's the quality. But in this game, it's got to be numbers, and I hate numbers because they're just, the numbers. Anywho, so yeah, if you guys want to share, I got it. John pulls in a good crowd. John D'Souza, I got to get him back on, and a few others. Like I said, I've just been so scrambled with this construction stuff going on. I mean, I don't know if you've been hearing it. It's still going on as we're doing the show. But I should be just back in the saddle again for real. And we'll get things knocked out. I think I asked the people on Facebook about suggestions for ideas or guests. Just so y'all know, I don't do the dark occult stuff, witchcraft and all that, and I'm not dogging those people that are in that. That's fine. That's fine. I personally, it doesn't sit right in my spirit. So I just prefer not. There's so many other channels that'll do it. My dear friend Rex Bear, he has no fear. He'll go anywhere, any topic. I'm over on Leak Project, so stuff like that. Yeah, I want to keep it. I don't know what the right word is because it's so broad. What I do, it should just be called the variety show. You never know what's going to happen. But yeah, I'm going to be booking some more guests. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know, and I will do my best to contact unless you have the contact info. I am working on a big fish, and if that goes through, oh my gosh, you can guarantee I'm going to have some numbers. Because if I can make this interview happen, I could probably sell the interview to like ABC or NBC or something like that. Because I don't think this person's been interviewed, but this person is very, very important. Very, 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 very important. And no, it's not the Antichrist. He's not important to me. No, a very amazing human being, from what I've been told. And if the interview plays out, oh man, it'll be scheduled and it'll probably be like a week out unless there's urgency to need to do it sooner. But whenever I get scheduled, it'll be like a week or so out so that I can promote the hell out of it and probably even contact some networks to say, hey, come to my channel, watch my show. You're going to be amazed what I got on. But that's if it happens. Like I said, it's in the works. It's not a guarantee. Nothing in life is guaranteed. And then what else? Oh yeah, Patreon people. I should just do that on the Patreon page. Yeah, we'll do a Patreon tonight because I don't have a guest. We'll be back on Monday. I'm trying to get Deborah Tavares. If you don't know who she is, she's the woman that goes after. I call her the fire lady because she deals with all the fires in California, and how people are out for other people, say it like that. So she's extremely compelling. Look her up. She's been on my show a couple times when it was 1028 live, so you can check her out. I'd like to get her back on because I know we're gonna have fire seasons coming. And then there's a few others. Oh, did I ask you guys about Jeff Mudgett, the great grandson of Jack the Ripper? Would that intrigue you if I brought him on and interviewed him? He actually did a show at the History Channel or Discovery Channel or National Geographic. It was like a season or something on one of those channels. Anyway, that's an idea. Let's see. You guys are all chit-chatting with each other. Oh, the Aussies have found each other. We'll let you guys play. All right. Oh, can you guys hear the banging? I'm sitting there trying things like gunk, 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 gunk. But it has to be done. I gotta get this done. It's driving me nuts. I want to have like my house in order by this weekend. That's the goal. Thank God I have a 3-day weekend. And then what was the other thing? You guys want to know? The NSA watches everything I do. Did I bring it in here? I did. I stopped cheating. Stick to the fantasy, camera boy. Stick to the fantasy. So what have I been talking to you guys about lately? About doing what? A trip, right? And all of a sudden, I get this in the mail. Yep. There's actually some good stuff in here. Some of these cruises. I used to work on Carnival, and so I know how the cruises are. And I always suggest cruises. Some of the best time of my life DJing on a cruise ship. God, it was a lot of good time. But there's a lot of places here, and they're all really, really expensive. So if we all got together, we could save some money. But I just thought it was kind of peculiar that after I brought it up with you guys about let's all do a big trip together, I get this for the first time. Yeah, stop cheating. Live the fantasy. Sounds like a t-shirt. Stop cheating, live the fantasy. That threw me off. That totally threw me off. Jeff Mudgett, spelled wrong. Yes. Yes on Jeff Mudgett. Yes, I did mention him. Oh, wait, I should be doing this. Yes. 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 Oh, now it's you guys talking to each other. So I will try to get a hold of him. I also would like to get David Politis on. I've spoken with him, but we haven't done a show. And talk about the missing people. Now, oh, okay. I got some to talk about. All right. So, guys, up for a new conspiracy? Yeah, this one's good. It's another conspiracy, and I'm kind of combining it with another conspiracy. Bringing it all together. Okay, Missing 411 is a documentary about people that have been vanished from the woods or wilderness or whatever in the national parks, right? And there are mass numbers of people that go every year. They go missing in the woods, and they're never to be seen. And sometimes not all, but sometimes they'll find bodies where they're only missing one thing. There's no claw marks or anything, but their heads have been bashed in, like with a big rock. Well, on the Talk of Tick, there was some morning talk show or some talk show, and they were talking about the park ranger conspiracy. They were like, "Do you know a park ranger? Have you ever seen a park ranger other than at the parks?" And I was sitting here thinking, I know a lot of people in my life, but I have never met a national park ranger, out in the woods. And then he starts talking about feral people. Now, if you don't know what feral means, it means wild, raised in the woods, no attachment to regular civilization. And he was saying the true reason for the National Park Service is to section off areas of national forest, and they put up signs saying, you can't be out here at night. If you do, it's your own risk, that kind of thing, is because supposedly there are societies of feral people that just grew up and raised in the forests. And the Park Service is run by people that were those feral people, but kind of like the Amish, where they, at a certain age, you can go out into the world and see if you like it, or you come back and live on the farm. It's kind of like that, but they're forest rangers, and they're there to keep us out. Kind of like, no, I can't talk about that because that totally gives away the film. I'm not going to say the name of the film now because that will ruin it. Because you'll put two and two together. You're a smart bunch of people. Let's see. Oh, who's saying they're sorry? Someone said they were sorry. Sean, sorry. No, you're never late. You're here. That's what matters. Those tribal people that have never ever seen outside society will take you as a threat no matter what and kill you. Yes. There's the island. I don't know. It's in the middle of the ocean. That's why it's an island. And it's got a tribe on there that, I think someone tried to go be a missionary over there, and they were instantly killed and eaten, cannibalized. And so it's become off limits. No one's allowed near the island, kind of like a Jurassic Park, can't go near it. Um, and it makes you wonder. In the national forest, you could go for miles and miles and miles and never get back home again, and just wander forever, because it's so vast. So when you think about all the crazy shit we've seen or heard or learned about in our lives that go on in this world and the cosmos and dimensions and multi-universe, all that stuff, how hard is it to believe that there are feral people out there that, I wouldn't say caveman, but um maybe. I don't know. Never met a feral person in the forest. So I don't know if they talk or grunt or what, but why not? I mean, Bigfoot's out there. Haven't caught him. So if you grow up in the woods, I'm pretty sure you know how to hide pretty well if you needed to and be invisible. So yeah, so there's the thought. Now, take that whole conspiracy theory right there and go with the missing 411 with David Paulides. Bring them together. And also, if you took a map, which I don't, this is all improv, this shit ain't scripted, so I'm not prepared for this. But if you take like a map of the United States of the caving system, all the caves and stuff, right? And you overlap it with a map that shows all the dots of where all these people have disappeared, they're always right near these caves. So my theory, my joint theory of these two conspiracies is, what if there's a feral society living in the national parks and in the cave systems, and they might be cannibals, and that's where they're taking these people, or they're afraid and they just bash them over the head and leave them, or maybe bring them into their tribe. Who knows? I'm not going to do the report on that one. I'm not going to go out there and see if I can find someone to interview on that. That'd be weird. Let's see. She says a guy from National Geographic's got killed from a tribal group. Yes, and supposedly JFK's brother, I think it was, supposedly was captured and killed as well. But we recently discovered that he's alive, or he lived. I don't know if he's still alive, but yeah. I'm just saying. Wouldn't it be kind of cool if all of a sudden JFK did come out of the shadows and he was alive the whole time? That would be cool. This is one theory with national parks missing people covered by David Paulides. They're being abducted and taken off world for human slave market. Yes. Oh, yes, as RFL would say. Whenever I do that, that's a tribute to RFL, just so you know. Whenever I go, oh, yes. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, no, and who says Bigfoot ain't involved in that? I don't know. I haven't met any Bigfoot or any feral people. I probably want to be armed, just in case. That island that you're not allowed on is off the coast of India, he believes. Well, thank you, Mr. B. Appreciate it. That's what I love. You guys got Google while I'm doing this thing. Many of the missing people are experienced hunters, hikers. They're not simply getting lost. Oh yeah, no, that's why I'm implying is that they're being taken or killed, and it's not by animals. So that is my hunch right now. Yeah, it's wild. LOL. I was watching a documentary today. Actually, synchronicity, Mr. Phillips. Synchronicity. There's a YouTube show on national park people. All rather interesting concepts. Ooh. So they actually have a show on them. That's cool. Do they seem like they were feral at one time? I'm just asking. Awesome, Terry. I'm going. Oh, you guys are talking to each other. My bad. Terry says, where is it? Play. How about the Bermuda Triangle? Ooh, let's play, shall we? My first introduction to the Bermuda Triangle, or Devil's Triangle, was Leonard Nimoy on the very, 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 very first conspiracy show that I am aware of. In Search of, with Leonard Nimoy. Oh yeah, and then of course it was David Copperfield after that who escaped from Bermuda Triangle, and YouTube that's a funny one to watch. But yes, Bermuda Triangle if I recall right, it's on ley lines, or it's in an intersection of ley lines, I think, as well. So it has like that power line. Isn't that what ley lines are? They're like power lines. But I believe in it all, folks. I really do. I believe, in the stuff that is multiple people report on stuff that don't know each other, that kind of thing. Those stories, those topics, those reports, I'm down with those. Because don't you get sick and tired of people telling you it's all make believe? Doesn't it feel a little conniving, a little what's the word I'm looking for? You talk down to somebody, patronizing. When people tell you, you believe in that? Oh my God, really? You think aliens exist? You think Bermuda Triangle's real? Pfft, okay. Screw those people. Forget them. Because there's too many of us that do believe. And doesn't belief make things real? I don't know. But stuff is going on all around us all the time, even that we can't see. Can't see. Hey, can anybody out there like make some goggles that can look on different light spectrums that we can't see with the naked eye? Maybe we could make some ghost classes like in 13 Ghosts. That'd be kind of cool. We're seeing a, oh God, that'd be so much fun. Probably scary. Granted, yes. But once you got to, wrap your mind around it, you'd be like, okay, I could deal with this. God, that would be a fun project, wouldn't it? Let's see here. Dave Dennis says, yes. Oh, you guys are talking to each other again. My bad. Maybe reptilians. There's always a reptilian involved. Never fails. Call me crazy, but I believe in it all of it. Yes. That's why we're friends, Terry. Like-minded individuals. Yeah, no, I just, it's too much of our culture. It's too much a part of our blah, 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 blah. Take two. Too much a part of our culture. And I mean, even our history. I could sit here, I could do the whole ancient aliens thing, and ancient aliens theories believe that the pyramids were this, and the Star of Orion, and was in Illuminati, and blah 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 blah. I could do that, but you guys have watched all those shows, right? Right? If not, you need to. As well as if anybody has the channel, it's called Unidentified. Get it. Well, not only do they have our movies on there, but I am always learning. And there's this one guy who's trying to be the next James Earl Jones. He's a narrator, and he does these amazing video documentaries that blow my freaking mind, dude. One, I wish I could have that voice, but I would just love to narrate those documentaries. Someone just hand me the script. I would just like the stuff that I've been learning. Never think you know it all. Okay. Wise man knows nothing, right? Okay. And yeah. Okay. Moving on. I don't know what I was about to do. Davis, Elena, and Dr. Michael Sala and others clearly explain Draco, Ryan Gray's agenda. They also says the Galactic Federation of Worlds have now expelled them from the Sol system. Hope so. Yeah, I believe there's battles going on in space and over planets and territories and other creatures. I wonder if more people just let their guard down, just said, yeah, okay, this is all real. Do you think maybe there'd be a shift in consciousness and things would start appearing, and we would be, we'd realize this is not the only thing? That'd freak a lot of people out, though. You have to think of it like that. Sometimes I wish I was Dr. Evil. I could just hit the light switch and make the change right now. Get it over with. We're all fifth dimensional beings and all that, but I don't have the power to do that. Gotta call He-Man. I've got the power. Okay. I'm whispering now. the goggle idea would be so neat. The goggle? Yeah. Oh, because I said Google earlier, and then I remember I said the goggles. That's right. Yeah, dude, wouldn't it like an electronic light spectrum goggles? Does that sound right? Is that what you would call it? But I think about it. Wear those outside at night. What you're seeing flying around. Because I'll tell you, my psionics, which I don't have, I loaned it to a buddy of mine. The psionics, it does infrared and night vision, all that fun stuff. And what you see is not just one shade of color like red or green, it's color. And all of the stars that you can't see with your eye just burst out in multiple colors like twinkling Christmas lights. It is so freaking cool. But you also will see stuff zoom past you that if you have your other eye open, you won't see it. That it'll capture it on the camera. So yeah, imagine if we all were able to just do that naturally, which in a little bit of a sense we can. If you can find a way to dilate your eyes, like when you go to an optometrist, the eye doctor, optometrist, they put drops in your eyes and make your eyes get really big, your pupils, right? Because you're at that point, you're allowing more light in. So if you were in a dark room, you might see things that you would normally see. It's really wild because your pupils are allowing so much light in, right? The more light, the more depth, I guess you can go. And I could be wrong. I'm not a scientist on this, okay? I'm just trying to go for years of working in this and figuring it out. But a telescope, if you want to see really detailed stuff far, far away, it's not a long telescope that's going to do that. You want one of the really wide lens, the short, stubby ones, because they're pulling in more light to a focal point that allows you to see further and more detail. And so when your pupils do that, when they're big, like when people do hallucinogens, their pupils will get huge, and they'll say, "I'm seeing tracers, and I'm seeing lights and auras and all that." It's because they're allowing more light in, and they're able to see more. Now, with that, knowing that, think about the grays. They're just big ass pupils. Okay. Think about what they could see. They could see probably beyond the fifth and sixth dimension. That allows them to see through walls and whatnot, or transfer through. I don't know. Grays are interesting. I'm babbling. Hold on. Where are we? I've been reading up on this stuff, Doctor, for 40 plus years. It's real. One just needs to open mind. Yes. Open mind is the biggest first step you can take. Yeah, that's why it's called classified, and documents are black lines, black lined out, so you can't not read it. Oh yeah, by the way, since you mentioned that, let me see if I have this real quick. Show this to you. Where was it? Was it this? No. Was it this? Yes. All right. Let's see. Will it show here? Okay, so there was some documents that were released, and Blake and Brent sent it to me. And let me see if I can screen share it real quick. Screen share. Oh shoot, I had a screen share set up. Here, yes, share. So this is what they sent me. Yeah. This is what they were going to release to the public. I'm just like, yeah, that's just about right. But this is about UFOs from the UAPs and whatnot. This is the latest document. According to the U.S. Navy reporting during blank hours, blank, a helicopter pilot and two weapons systems officers, WSOs, visually observed several blank objects moving approximately blank. One of the WSOs, blank, approximately blank, 5 blank objects, which blank, the WSO. That's probably annoying. I'm sorry. WSO reported he blank, but the pilot, the other WSO blank, the objects blank, or blank the objects. So that's that one page. This one, what does it say up here? Observers frequently described unidentified aerial phenomena as blank, though blank, such as a blank, blank, blank shaped objects. Common shapes. They can't even show a common shape, which would be a triangle or a circle. Come on. Oh, what a world. What a world. Let's see. Since its inception, the UAPTF has engaged blank and blank, which have informed blank in this report sections below, provided a brief summary of contributions by the intelligence discipline. Geospatial intelligence, GeoInt. Keep that name in mind. Okay, just remember that. You'll hear that probably in the future. Blank. The image and videos captured blank, and the USN have blank. However, the use of blank signals intelligence, and the UAPTF blank. Human intelligence blank. Measurements and signature intelligence. The UAPTF had no MASINT reporting on events considered in this database. Okay, let's go. Here's the first page. Appendix B, Federal Bureau of Investigations. Give the National Security Implications association with the potential threats posed by the UAP operating in close proximity to sensitive military activities, installations, critical infrastructures, or other national security sites. The FBI is positioned to use its investigative capabilities and authorities to support the deliberate DOD and interagency. God darn it. Interagency efforts to determine attribution. And yeah, you saw the rest. So I thought that was just hilarious. It was wild. It was crazy. I can never do Christopher Walken. I've tried. I'm just not good at it. I was sent some clips. Let me just verify this real quick. Make sure before I don't get in trouble. Go back to this because Above Top Secret's coming out. Let's see. Here are the elements promotional service attached to the exclusive clips and stills. Talk soon. You guys want to see a clip from the movie Above Top Secret? Let's see. Ooh, this is good. And these are clips that I'm allowed to play. So yeah. I'm going to put this over here. And yeah, we'll do this. Well, let me play it large. Yes, here we go. Here we go.
But governments can't die. So we need to find other incentives for bureaucracy to adapt and improve. The technology revolution has transformed organizations across the private sector. But not ours, not fully, not yet. We are, as they say, tangled in our anchor chain. Our financial systems are decades old. According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions.
Well, you don't just have $2, $3, $10 trillion vanish. There's a whole system in place, and it comes from many different budgets. And then a big part of the funding comes from private endeavors. So it isn't just government, it's private and government together. So I call this a hybrid entity that's neither strictly government nor strictly private. And interestingly, from a secrecy point of view, as a private entity, corporate or citizen, penetrate these projects, it's top secret national security. Most of the work being done on this are private corporations, Northrop, Raytheon, the old E-Systems, EG&G, and they'll say, it's proprietary. You see? So if you come from the government, it's proprietary. If you come from corporate or civilian, it's top secret government. So they kind of wall it off. They play that game. It's like the Truman Show. If you look at that old show, Jim Carrey is playing this guy who his whole life is raised in this sort of fake set, and wakes up one day and realizes, my whole life has been this staged thing. So I think most people don't realize we're living in somebody's big Truman Show here. The controllers, I call them, who orchestrate these things. And so we kind of have to go, well, we need to have that Jim Carrey moment where we kind of wake up and realize, you know, we've been in a crazy Truman Show here for 70 years since World War II. And get real. You know, that's what we need to do.
Wow. Okay, so that's an exclusive little clip from the new movie Above Top Secret that comes out on the 5th. And you can, I think it's Amazon. Let's see, do they say? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be on Amazon. They usually put their stuff on Amazon. But it's really cool. We got some great speakers. Of course, you saw Dr. Stephen Greer. He started the disclosure movement back in 2002, I think. John D'Souza, former FBI. Jim Goodall, my dear friend who was here on the show. Michael Schratt, who was also here on the show last week. Many others. And it's part 2 of Countdown and Disclosure. So you definitely want to check it out. It's pretty cool. Let's do this real quick, and then we're going to have to skedaddle out of here for the weekend. Working hard for the weekend. Oh my gosh, you guys now are just pounding the chat room. Hold on. Dave Dennis says, U.S. humans led by Earth Alliance must take care of our negative human problem. White Hat, ETs, and GFW can help with our negative ET problem and provide guidance. That's absolutely true. Check out the show with Dave Dennis from last night, and you can hear more about that. He does talk about that. Jeff, by the way, is here. Hello, Jeff. How are you? Let's see who just came in. Offworld Adam just popped in. Looks at all the transparency. Yes, we need more. Never trust the government, Terry says. I believe it. We're living in the Truman Show right now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I feel my whole life. Yes, me too. I do. Everybody's agreeing. Everybody's agreeing. That's awesome. Well, I just want to say thank you for everybody for hanging out with me tonight. I wasn't sure where I was going to go, but hey, talked about some things. So that's good. Filled up an hour. That's good. Now, I want you guys to enjoy your weekend, your 3-day weekend, because I told you to enjoy it. And I'll be back on Monday, hopefully less scatterbrained, a little more organized, a little more, house in order kind of thing. So I should be feeling better. If not, oh my God, help me. So I hope you all have a great weekend. Thank you so much for hanging. Thank you for the patrons. I'll probably do something this weekend for the patrons. I just don't know what yet. I'll figure it out. Till then, remember, as long as we all lift each other up, we will all rise together. I'm Captain Doc Skinner on board the Starship Pariah, and this is the Doc Force. Till next time. Oh, we're going to go out with the trailer for Above Top Secret, so it has some cool music to leave with. Yeah, that's what I'll say. Good night, everybody. Here's Above Top Secret.
If the crash retrievals are true, then all bets are off.
It's very hard for people to get their minds around where the real power is. And it's not at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. The reality is something much more stark.
They've been working on this for 60, 70, perhaps 80 years.
The reason why the government is talking about these UFOs now, they're getting ready for the next level of war.
Are these objects a national security concern?
They're proffering a narrative of a national security threat that doesn't exist.
I call them alien reproduction vehicles. They're made by private corporations somewhere on this planet.
Technology from Roswell from 1947 has largely been held back from us.
Portal technology, teleportation, whatever you can imagine, it's already been done.
The biggest secrets are not the zero-point energy and electrogravitics. It's the science of consciousness. All their communication systems are moving through the consciousness field and actuated. The people of the CIA, SFM, weird science and frickin' magic. The transdimensional interstellar technology will benefit humanity.
There has been tremendous disinformation.
The media is keeping secrets with the government.
These are lethal, vicious people. And I'm focused on exposing the extraordinary technologies that they want to keep secret. No aspect of life on Earth will be unaffected by it.
Night, everybody.